Hey, thank you for coming back. And today I'd like to talk to you about another set of computer speakers. And it's these right here. This is the, as you can tell, right there, the FiFine Ampligame A20 speakers. Now, these are USB powered on one end, and on this end, this is how you get the audio, is through the 3.5mm audio jack. This is strictly for power to the speakers. Now inside the speakers, there's a 2.3-inch speaker, or 58.4 millimeters. They are 5 watts, and the only frequency response FiFine gives you is 18 kilohertz, so I don't know how low it goes. And by the way, the power cable, which is this one, and as you can see it's still kind of tied together for this video, is 6 feet or 1.8 meters. They are connected together. They're captive speakers, and this is 5 feet right there, or 1.5 meters. Now they are mainly made out of plastic, and you do get some silicone rubber on the bottom here to help keep them stable or in place. They are metal grills, and you see this little shiny bit right here on each speaker? That is some LED lights. This here is your power switch. This here is your volume up and down. And on the top, this little symbol, it's a touch button or touch control for the LED lights. Also, what you get in the box, by the way, is just a user manual. Yeah, easy to read and understand. Yes, they kind of describe the LED lights. Now, the LED lights are not programmable. And there's a couple different modes in there. They say, I think it's 7 modes if memory serves me correctly, and I'll show you that in a little bit. But pretty much that's it for all the specs for this thing. Like I said, they are made out of plastic, and they are quite heavy. So it's quite substantial. This one here with the volume is a little bit heavier than the one with the power switch, probably because this is where the sound card is and everything else. So this one is going to be a little bit heavier than the other. The really cool thing I like about this design is you can also lay it down if you wanted to. But enough of me yakking. Let me get you into the test video so you can hear these things in action, and then I'll come back and talk to you a little bit more about them.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is
Okay, now that you've seen it in action, or heard it, here's what it somewhat looks like. I'm just going to show you one speaker with the LED lights. See? You know, you can have them. Now this, you know, and all you got to do is just simply tap the top and it can change. And this is kind of a cool effect if you have them sideways or like this. That's kind of a cool effect. And then you just keep tapping for all the different type of effects that this thing has. Some are static, meaning like this one will just stay that color. And then you could just change them all the way through. Just like that. Now, if you want to shut the LED lights off, you simply tap and hold that symbol, and it shuts off. One thing I did want to tell you about these buttons here, I don't know if you're going to hear it. There's a little bit of a nice little click. And it's not a hard press either to move these. It's a very soft, and you know, you don't really have to jam in there to make the volume go up and down or turn the power on and off. And quite simply, well, let me turn the lights back on. Now to turn the speakers off, you just simply, and to turn them on, you simply press and hold the button. And it shuts off. To turn it on, you press and hold the button, and they come back on. Okay? And of course, yes, that's the mute button. You just give it a quick press. It mutes this audio. No, it doesn't pause the audio, whatever you're doing, whether you're watching a movie or music or whatever. It just mutes the speakers, and then you press it again to turn it back on. And that's it. Now, let's talk about the audio reproduction through these speakers. It's very good and very well rounded. It has just enough bass to give you a little bit of tiny bit of a thump, and you can definitely hear the bass. It's not muddy at all. If you're a bass head, you're not going to like these because it doesn't give you that much bass in here, but it gives you just enough bass, so you, like I said, so you can hear it. The mid-range, I think that's what these were tuned for, really does cut through the mix, and you can hear a lot, especially the vocals, through these speakers. And the high end is a little bit more subdued in here. I mean, you can still hear the high notes and the cymbal crashes and things of that nature, but it's not overpowering. They kind of slightly subdued it a little bit. All in all, these things do have an awesome sound to them. It's not like, just like the Edifier speakers I reviewed for you a little while ago. These are not designed to fill your whole room or house up or whatever with music, so you can't really use it as a party speaker for music. It's not what they're designed for. It's for you to be in front of your PC, whether it's a desktop computer or a laptop, and so you can hear it. These get louder than the Edifiers, but they're not going to be like room shattering type, you know, rattling and everything volume on it. Okay, so get that out of your head. Also, I'd like to say that I never heard distortion through these either. When I had my laptop and desktop computer the volume turned up all the way, and I had these turned up all the way, there was really no distortion. I mean, yes, there was a few songs that you can just barely hear the distortion creeping in, but nothing major. But I would definitely recommend you not listening to these things up all the way. It doesn't matter what speakers you're using, because you can blow out your speakers or wear them out prematurely. So don't listen to high volume through any type of speaker, even if it's designed for it. Not to mention it'll hurt your hearing. But also, since they are made out of plastic, by the way, you do kind of get that hollow plastic sound in here. It's an underlying sound, but if you really listen, you can kind of hear that plastic hollow sound. It's not like that nice, warm, deep, rich sound of wood like the Edifier speakers. I mean, plastic has its own resonance, and that's what it's kind of almost a hollowish type sound. And that's what you get from these, but it doesn't ruin the audio experience, whether you're listening to music, watching movies, playing a game. It really doesn't ruin it, and unless you're listening for it, chances are the majority of people won't even notice it's there. You still get a nice, warm, well-rounded audio experience from the FiFine Ampligame A2000 gaming speakers. Woo! And before I go, I want to give you an example why I like to have people buy things from the actual manufacturer, if you can, compared to Amazon. This is the box that it comes in, right? And, well, let me hide my address so you people don't know where the heck I live. Amazon just sent it like this. They didn't put it in another box or anything. And the reason why I have a problem with that is... Oh, where is it? There it is. There's no security tape or anything on here. So at any time, while this was in transit in the mail, whether it be through the local post office, UPS, or whoever they had send it, anybody could have just simply opened this package up and took these speakers out. And which, by the way, you get some nice foam padding. Each speaker goes in here. Here goes all the cabling, and the top part is shaped the same way. But that's the point that I'm trying to make about Amazon, is they don't seem to give a hoot if you lose your product and whatnot. I mean, how are you going to send a box like this without any form of security tape? Now, they could have put a little bit of box tape around here at the Amazon warehouse, and they didn't do it. There was nothing. Like I said, anytime that it left the Amazon warehouse, all the way up until it got to my front porch, anybody could have just simply flipped it open and took these speakers out. That's why I always, I like to tell you guys, order it from the manufacturer. Yes, sometimes you get it cheaper from Amazon, but do you possibly want something maybe stolen, broken from, a delivery person or something? So yeah, if you can, get it from the manufacturer. Otherwise, go with Amazon. And that's it for my rant about Amazon. So if you happen to like this video, please give it that thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget about that notification bell. It would really help me out a lot if you were to share this video and maybe a few more of my others on all of your social media. And until the next video, you, your friends, your family, and yes, even all of your pets, you all have a great day. I'll see you in the next video.